What's up, everyone? Let people stroll on in here. Welcome, Impromptu Wednesday Night Live. A rarity on Facebook. All right, cool. We see one person. I see Nicole there. Oh, we got 4 now. Here we go. Let's get it up. I'll wait like a minute. I'll wait for everyone to roll in there. People get the notifications. I didn't have like a set date or a set time when I was going to do this. This is highly unusual that we be on Facebook right now, but it's a highly unusual day. So we'll talk. I'll let people stroll in here. All right. Everybody have a good day today? Anything interesting happen? All right. Loving it. We got 300 people after a couple minutes. Love to see it. Let's keep doing those heart emojis, guys. Means a lot. Love seeing that. Yeah, I mean, it's not YouTube because I'll explain in a minute everything that's happened today and why we're on Facebook right now rather than YouTube. But, and I can't like do the green screen thing because I'm on my computer, and we'll get into that too. So, my house was ransacked by armed thugs. But yeah, let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. And I'll try to keep up with comments as best I can. But I'll wait like another 30 seconds to let people come in here. We're up to 640 people. Love to see that in the chat. People will start rolling in because this is, you know, it was supposed to be the day that broke me, but it only made me stronger. This is another chapter of the story. I didn't think they'd have the balls to do it. I knew they wanted to. I didn't think they had the balls to. But they went for it. So now we dance. Now we dance, folks. All right. So, Impromptu Live, ladies and gentlemen. Can everybody hear me okay out there? We're almost up to 1,000 people. We got your back. Love to see that, Bob. Appreciate that. Oh, man. Let me tell you guys, I didn't tell anyone, okay, I'll just start from the top. Now that we've hit 1,000, let's go. Okay, so, you guys might have seen it all over the news today. I was arrested and charged with 8 felony counts of witness intimidation and 4 misdemeanor counts of picketing witnesses. That's a thing, picketing witnesses. Also 1 count of conspiracy. So here's how the day started off. So I wake up and, you know, do the normal routine. I get my kids on the bus every day at 8:30 and fed them breakfast and all that thing, coffee. Usually I eat afterwards, so I didn't eat anything. And then I take them out to the bus stop. The bus stop is across the street from our house. There's like this street called Piccadilly Circle. I would just stand there and we talk and give them a hug and kiss goodbye every day. And last thing I always tell them is to make me proud, right? And so then I watch them cross the street to get on the bus, and then I go in the back of the bus. And while I'm going in the back of the bus, all of a sudden a truck, I see cars stop behind it, like 3 or 4 cars, including a black truck at the beginning. Now, this isn't, cars get stuck behind buses all the time, so it's not unusual. But what was unusual about this one is that they kept pushing up on me. Like, whoa, chill. And then a man got out of the car. I've never seen this guy before. Undercover state trooper. He looked like the rest of them. What do you think he looked like? He was white. Let's be honest. He was a bunch of white guys with guns arrested me today. So a white guy with a gun who looked like every other cop I've ever seen, like some grizzled, like 55-year-old cop, and he looked thrilled. Like he was like excited to be there and be the one to announce that I was under arrest. And the second cop I saw who came over and I believe like put the actual cuffs on me was Lieutenant Brian Tully. And Lieutenant Brian Tully is the boss of Michael Proctor, who I've been very critical of, and for his role in covering up the murder of John O'Keefe. And he's the one that okayed all his reports and, quite frankly, is complicit in this whole thing. And likely is under federal investigation by the FBI and is freaking out over it. So he gets out, and then the third car, I see another guy get out, and I know I recognized him from somewhere. And I'm like, oh, I know who that is. That's Lieutenant John Fanning. John Fanning is the lieutenant who was in charge of the Sandra Birchmore investigation. He is the one who ultimately made the decision that Sandra Birchmore committed suicide, which she did not. Sandra Birchmore was murdered by Matthew Farwell a year before John O'Keefe was murdered in the town of Canton. 2 murders in the town of Canton at the hands of police officers, both swept under the rug by the corrupt Norfolk County District Attorney's Office. They were all there. And then plainclothes bukkake rolled up in my driveway too. They were all there. And the bus, like, so they did this while my kids got on the bus, and they sit at the front because they're younger. And I don't know if they saw anything. I had a conversation with them now. But my son said to me that there was 7 cops at our house. That's what he said. So he saw something. He saw something. And I'm like trying to get out of him what he saw. He doesn't want to talk about it. And apparently, like, there's another stop like 10 feet later. There's a daycare like diagonally across the street where like 15 kids get on. And so those kids all witnessed me being put in handcuffs. So they obviously got on the bus, and if my kids didn't witness it, they were alerted by their classmates. So they found out what happened that way. And this was by design. Like, they did this by design. Like, this could have been a summons. I would have shown up for court. No, that's defeating the whole purpose here. The purpose was to send a message. Shut the fuck up. That's the message. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking about this. Stop exposing these people, or we will humiliate you in front of your children. Well, guess what? I'm never, ever, ever going to stop. I'm going to remember the faces of every single pig that came to my house today. And that's what they are. And I don't want to use that term lightly because I know there's a lot of good cops out there. I'm not talking about them. Good cops aren't pigs. My house was invaded by pigs today. Thugs with guns. Thugs with guns. Armed with a warrant that was based off of complete lies. And so they arrested me and walked me up my driveway. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to close the garage door. And they're like, we have a warrant for the house too. Okay, good. You got a warrant for the house and the car. They got a warrant for the car too. So they're going to search my house, and they got a warrant for all my devices. My phones. So I have 2 phones and a computer. They take all of that. And those, of course, I need those to work because I'm a blogger and I'm an award-winning journalist. Like, let's be real here. I'm a content creator. I'm an investigative reporter. I need a computer and I need a phone. It's what I do. It's where I have everything on. So they took them. And so they have a warrant, and I read the warrant, and the warrant gives them access. Actually, I'm going to get the warrant. Be right back. Hold on. I should have the warrant with me, shouldn't I? All right, so what we have here, this is the warrant from my car for the Lexus, and it says it's because this vehicle is intended for use or has been used as a means of committing a crime. So the car was used to commit a crime. It is evidence of a crime or is evidence of criminal activity. So they had, and this is signed by Judge Daniel O'Shea, the presiding justice in the courtroom, who's supposed to be in charge of the Karen Reed case. He's the one that signed it off on 10/6. So this warrant was signed 5 days ago. So they've known about this warrant for a bit, and they just, obviously we'll talk about how people were tipped off to it beforehand. I think we all know how. But there's that. It gives them access to all computer systems, including but not limited to desktop-type personal computers, laptops, cell phones, tablets, all that stuff. They said, we're not going to take your kids' stuff. Oh, that's nice of you. Real nice. Cloud-based systems and data storage, all this shit. CD-ROMs, sorry, I don't use those. Notations of screen names and or email addresses, computer access codes, passwords and or protocols, any information including letters, mail, notes, receipts, bills, etc. relating to control or ownership of the computer system. So, as they ransacked the house, they looked through everything. So I got down here when I take notes on the live show. Over the years, I just have a bunch of shit, right? All this shit. They read it all. They read it all. They even saw this one. They even saw this one. Oh, where'd it go? They got that one. Remember that? That we made on Turtle Club? Little project we did. So yeah, that's for the car. Then this for the house. They got for my house. Also signed on 10/6 by Judge O'Shea. Same shit. His house is a single-family residence with light blue-gray siding. Front door in the center of the residence. Driveway leading from street to the left side of the home, which leads to a garage under the residence and a mailbox at the end of the driveway with the stickers that read 111. So they had been staking my house out, because how do you think they knew what time my kids got on the bus? That wasn't an accident. Like, they had this planned out that we're going to do this Wednesday. There was at least 6 cop cars, undercover cop cars, like I was fucking like some armed and dangerous terrorist or something. Like, that's how they treated me today. And then there's the warrant for, what's this one for? This is a warrant for any mobile device reasonably used by 𝗿𝗵𝗃𝗀 to illegally intercept oral communications. Wiretapping, they're going for. I'm not charged with that. Conspire, disseminate the illegally obtained communication, and intimidate witnesses of the murder of John O'Keefe. So they use this as a fishing expedition to go through my phone. That's all this was today. I'm not guilty of any of these crimes. I'm not even close to being guilty of any of these crimes. And they know that. They just use this as a premise to get my phone because they want to see who I'm talking to. They want to know who I'm talking to. That's all this is about. This is a way for them to exercise their power like the pigs that they are. So the addendum, this is what that gives me access to in the phone. Data evidencing ownership, custody, or control electronic evidence items, including activation date, email accounts, billing records, social media account information, calendars, alerts, reminders, notes, text messages, and pictures or videos from April 1st through October 5th. If you sent me a text message in any of those, the state police are reading them. Sorry. If you've messaged me at all in the last 6 months, your privacy was invaded. If you messaged me under the assumption that you were confidential or you want to share something personal with me, I'm very sorry that the Massachusetts State Police violated your privacy like that because they're obsessed with covering up the murder of John O'Keefe. Next, they also get any video that appears to have been recorded inside Norfolk Superior Court on July 25th. Evidence of dissemination of illegally obtained oral communication, which was obtained July 25th, 2023. So I'm racking my brain. And also data associated with the Twitter account at Dr. Turtleboy on July 25th, 2023. Why are they so obsessed with this date? That was the Karen Reed court date. It was like 1,000,000 degrees. And then it hit me. Oh, right. I filmed myself in the bathroom for 12 seconds, taking a leak. And you just see my face. And I claim to be talking to Bukkake. And so they're saying that that was evidence of dissemination of illegally obtained oral communications. No, there's no oral communications. It's just me talking, dumbass. Fucking pigs. Next, communications with 𝗿𝗵𝗃𝗀 and any witness or family members of a witness involved in the murder of John O'Keefe, to include, but not limited to, the 8 people that got a stay away order on me today. For now. And I'm going to answer all your questions about donos and all that stuff at the end. I have a thing, trust me. Next is pictures or videos depicting evidence of intimidation of a witness, of any witness, or family members of a witness involved in the murder of John O'Keefe. Data evidencing dissemination of data depicting evidence of intimidation of a witness, of any witness or family members of a witness included in the murder of John O'Keefe. Okay, it's the same thing, it looks like. And data evidence, so that's for all those charges. So 8 felony charges of witness intimidation, which, by the way, the statute for witness intimidation is very clear. I'm very familiar with the statute. I'm surprised they're this dumb. The statute for witness intimidation is that you have to, I believe, put fear or threaten a witness or a cop or somebody involved in a trial, in a criminal trial, for the purpose of intimidating them from speaking, trying to prevent them from testifying. Good luck proving that. I'm on record doing the exact opposite. I'm saying that I want them to talk. I'm saying that I want these people to tell us what happened. That's it. And of course, this luck today, my heater shit the bed. I got no hot water here. I just took a cold shower. I can't call my plumber because I don't have his phone number, because I had my phone taken from me today. I can't do anything. So you know who you are, my plumber out there. If you're seeing this, you can call the 774 number. Call that one. I can communicate on that one. So feel free to do it that way. Or if anybody knows a plumber who wants to help me out tomorrow, we could use hot water in this house. It's one of those things. So anyway, also they get access to, so the witness intimidation thing. Nobody's intimidating any witnesses, because I'm not trying to prevent them from speaking. So I don't know how they intend on proving that charge, but whatever. It's like they got up there and they just read some of my greatest hits from the live show, and never once do I do anything remotely close to intimidating witnesses. It's a lie. However, they also are trying, or I believe charging me with a count of conspiracy, misdemeanor conspiracy. And I assume they're going to try to jam up now the dispatcher. I think that's pretty obvious. Who is one of dozens of people, probably, who have sent me confidential information over the years. I mean, this is sick. This is sick. When I got out of that, but let's be very clear. I was not the least bit intimidated by them. They thought that they would come in this house, and this guy's never been arrested before, and he talks a lot of shit on the internet, and we're gonna scare him, and they'll shut up now. I'm not scared of you punks. Think I'm scared of you? Brian Tully? I'm taller than you. You look like a little bitch in my kitchen today, because that's what you are. You're a little bitch. And yeah, you got the guns, and you got the badge, and you think that makes you a bad man. But I'm not fucking scared of you. And I'll never be scared of a pig like you. Ever. Ever. Because I know a year from now, it won't be me wrapped up in the criminal justice system. So if you have a wife and kids, they have some real issues. My kids, you tried to do that to them today. I'm going to enjoy watching your wife and children cry when you're locked up for what you've done and the crimes that you've committed. So, I'm down to 20 battery. Hold on. Okay, hopefully when it's 10, I'll try to charge it. But because I can't, my computer, this is a charger. I don't even have a thing to charge it in. It just connects to the computer. And I don't have a computer now, so I can't even charge my fucking phone, my new phone. Anyway, so I got, they put me in the car, and a trooper, I like this. He was, so they brought me to the Holden barracks. We have a state police barracks in Holden. And there I took the mugshot, and I can't wait to see it. Personally, it seemed like it went well. I had glasses on, which I wasn't expecting. Like, can I put on contacts? They wouldn't let me. But I had glasses on, and I took the picture. did the fingerprints, and we went on our, they put me back in the car, handcuffed, for about an hour and a half ride from Holden to Stoughton. And it was uncomfortable as fuck, I'm not gonna lie back there. But, you know, I made conversation with the trooper. He's a young guy, like he's the COVID class, like 85th RTT. His name was Trooper Trio. He was nice. Like, I'll always remember the people that were respectful to me and all this. And he was very respectful and professional. And I hope if he's watching this, and all the other troopers that are watching this, I'm sure there's lots. It's like, are you proud to work for this organization? Are you proud? Like, do you support this? Because I've been nothing but good to the police over the years. During the hardest times, when communists were burning down American cities and calling you a bunch of racist murderers, yeah, I stood up for you. And so did all of our followers. So I would certainly hope that a lot of troopers out there are silently disgusted by this. This is fascism. I am a journalist who is exposing corruption and the cover-up of a murder of a Boston cop. I want to remind them of that. A Boston police officer, one of your own, was murdered by thugs who left him out to die in the cold. And you know that 𝗵𝗻 didn't do this, which is why none of you come to court. Because you know 𝗵𝗻 didn't do this. And that means someone else did. And those thugs are begging for protection from me now because I'm writing about them. How does that not offend you? How does that not offend you? So, I am not the least bit deterred by what happened today. That was their goal, was to scare me. But all it does is make me more resolute, quite frankly. It was a long day. I didn't get much done. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, this is a gift. This is the biggest fuck up they possibly could have done. You think I'm scared of a little fucking arraignment in a district court? Are you out of your mind? That's the biggest win you're going to get? Because that's the only win you're going to get. And you didn't even get a win from me today. Because when my perp walk was badass. I walked with my head held high, saying whatever the fuck I wanted to say. And my mugshot is not the least bit. Like, I'm not scared of you. I'll be out. I was out by 1. Personal recognizance. No bail. If I had bail, boom, I would have paid it anyway. I was expecting like 20 grand bail. I had to have my dad come to Stoughton to pick me up. That was fun. But, you know, my parents support me throughout all this. And someday my children will too. Because I'm doing something that is bigger than them. I'm doing something that's bigger than all of this. I'm standing up for what is right. I'm standing up for an innocent woman who has been framed for a murder she didn't commit. And I'm sorry if the victim's family, Junki's family, is too stupid to figure that out, because that's what they are. They were in court today too. In case you had any sympathy for them, why are they in court? They're just sitting in court today with their shit-eating grin. You know, karma happens. And, you know, maybe things happen. Maybe Peggy O'Keefe's life was so tragic for a reason. Maybe that happened. Maybe she's just a shitty person. But that's okay. Because we're still going to fight for justice for her son. Even when she won't. So, anyway, I get brought down to the court. And I pull up at 11:15. There's media everywhere. And I see my people everywhere. The Turtleboy people everywhere. And I am told that... So I get out of the car. And I heard somebody yell something about, like, a threat, and maybe people have it on video, but I'm told that that Brian Albert was there, and so was his nephew, and that they yelled something at me. They didn't yell. They yelled once they have the guns behind them. Then they get real big. They weren't so big before. So these individuals, I get out of the car, and immediately I'm just like, I knew exactly what I was going to say. First thing I said, the only thing I said is, anybody know what happened at Fort Edge? Because 2 months ago... So, anyway, I get out of the car, and, you know, my people are there, and I say, where's the Fort Edge? Because Lucky Loughran was interviewed 2 months ago now, and they told him He told the state police that there was a Ford Edge parked at 3 a.m. in the exact location where John O'Keefe's body was discovered, and that there was nobody in that location 30 minutes prior. So whoever was driving that Ford Edge either was involved in the murder or has intimate knowledge of who killed John O'Keefe. And that's the biggest clue ever. In the 2 months since finding out that information, they've done nothing. However, they have built this case against me. All these dates, all this work. They've done so much work for me. A blogger, as they call me. An award-winning journalist is more accurately described. And that's what they've been doing. And that tells you everything about these people. And I hope cops everywhere are disgusted by this. The state police are aware that a body was found, that a Ford Edge was parked where a body was found 3 hours later, and they have done nothing to find out who the driver of that car was. Nothing. And in the meantime, they were ignoring the death of a Boston police officer to come after me because I'm exposing them for what they've done. I hope every cop out there is offended by this. I hope every cop is disgusted by this. I'm not the least bit deterred. I'm not scared of you punks. You're scared of me. Today was an act of desperation. You begged for stay-away orders. You begged for it. You're scared. I'm not going to hurt you. I never said I was going to hurt you. But I am going to expose you. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I'm not scared. I don't care if you're a fucking cop. It means nothing to me. You mean nothing to me. I have God on my side. I have righteousness on my side. I have truth and justice on my side. Things you will never have. And I will prevail. There is no doubt I will prevail on this. The next court date is December 5th. Maybe federal indictments come by then. I wonder what the feds think of what happened today. I certainly hope that they're watching and they're seeing exactly how the lengths that these people, these criminals, will go to silence the truth. So, anyway, I'm in the holding cell downstairs after asking that question. And by the way, they love big hit in there. It was me and some guy who got pulled over going 100 miles an hour. He seemed like a regular in there. I got the Karen Reed cell. That's what they told me. This is the Karen Reed cell. And I was in there for they put me in shackles. I was there for like, I don't know, 45 minutes. And then they bring this lawyer down. John Reynolds. Former Whitman cop. Fucking useless. This guy, like, don't ever hire this guy. I've never seen a more incompetent attorney. And that's fine. All I need to do is just get the fuck out of there. But he didn't make any, like, didn't object to anything. Like, it was just nonsense that happened in the court. So anyway, I go upstairs. I'm like, yep, let's see. I knew the courtroom was going to be packed. That's what they said. And it was all the McAlberts that were there. My people were all outside because there was standing room only. Which means, and like, how did all these people get there? How did all these people get tipped off about it? How did Boston 25 News report at 9 o'clock when I was still in Holden that I was under arrest and charged? How did they know that? I think we all know how they know that. The district attorney's office, who doesn't like leaking shit, leaked it. They put me in fucking shackles, dude. Shackles. I had leg restraints on. I stood there with two COs, whatever, hands behind my back the whole time. Like a champ, by the way, like a boss, not the least bit intimidated. Looking at the sea of losers. And like, who was in the audience? Gretchen Voss was there. I'm sure Gretchen's watching right now. Do you feel stupid, Gretchen, for the article you wrote now? Do you get it now? You should. You should. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. But you know, I thought you were a nice person. And by the way, Gretchen, they're investigating you too. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's what Tully told me. They said that one of the things I'm being charged with is the rolling rally, the peaceful rolling rally where we went door to door protesting outside of homes for 10 minutes at a time. Perfectly legal activity. Didn't step on anyone's property, etc. And I am being charged for that. And I said, there was 300 people there with me. And he said, we're investigating all of them. So if you were at the rolling rally that day, they're looking at the videos, man. Expect a phone call. Because, I mean, quite frankly, how am I going to get charged for that? No, like, you know what I mean? I don't think anyone should be charged for that, but that makes no sense. So I'm the only one who can... The whole thing was illegal, but I'm the only... Okay, gotcha. Just me. Gotcha. So, but of course, I'm the only one with, you know, a website that gets 4 million page views a month and can just go live like this and have thousands of people. That's the real reason why. Yeah. Gretchen needs to talk. I mean, whatever, but shame on her. So, in court today were Carrie Roberts was there, sitting with horse face, and who was just staring at me the whole time like a big tough guy, staring at me, who was fearing before because, you know, the people with the guns are behind her now. So now she's real bold. Now she's real bold. She was fearing before, but now she's real bold. Of course, Chicken Parm Charlie was there. If you'll excuse me, I gotta take a leak. Be right back. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back. So if the battery dies, I'm just going to go in the car. We're down to 14%. I might move it to the car in a little bit. We'll see, because I got a charger in there. Anyway, so in the courthouse, you know, they were all sitting there, and they were loving it. And you know what? I was just thinking, I'm like, I don't give a shit. I love it, too. I love it. I love it. Today was a good day. The Turtleboy mugshot shirts will be out soon. And we are going to use this as an opportunity. Like nothing, if you thought this was dying out, you just energized us. You just energized us, baby. So they were kind of like looking at me and trying to like whatever. And by the way, Lauren Murray was there, and the person who she has an order against was also in the courtroom. The person who has, an order against, she has an order against that person who violated that order and is facing criminal charges. She has a trial. I'll never make it to trial. She has a trial on October 26th for that. She was within 100 feet of her. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. We'll see what comes of that. You're required to leave when that happens. You are required to leave the room. And she didn't. So good luck with that. Anyway, our people couldn't get in. But I just want to say that I heard every single honk from outside. Like, it was insane. I'm standing on the other side of the courtroom, and all I heard the entire arraignment was people honking their horns, driving by and honking. And let me tell you guys, that meant the world to me. That was special. That was like, because I didn't have a chance to post. I'm like, a second they put me in cuffs, I'm like, can I post about this on Facebook to let people know? But you found out anyway. You guys found out anyway. And there was a mob of turtle riders down there. The Roccos were there. Alyssa was there. There was so many great turtle riders down there today. And it really meant a lot seeing you guys there to support me and to support Karen. And they thought they could break my spirit, but they didn't. And I'm just going to come back stronger than ever. And I gave a press conference, I guess, on the courthouse steps afterwards. The losers all scattered. But yeah, I just stood on the steps and I said what I had to say. And I want to know who that WCVB reporter is, who came outside and said to me, when he's interviewing me, he asked, have you made $5 million off of this? Oh, we didn't even talk about what they said at the thing. He said, because the prosecutor, the special prosecutor, we're going to get into him, said that I may have made $5 million off of this. He said that in court. And they said, I love you too, Melissa, and everybody. Thank you, Christina. But he asked me, so the special prosecutor said, I made $5 million off of this. Obviously, I haven't. So some reporter from WCVB, imagine you have a chance to talk to Turtleboy after he's arraigned for this, and like, what's the one question you're going to ask him? Did you really make $5 million, he says. No, you fucking moron. I didn't make what kind of stupid fucking question is that? And he goes, how much have you made? And I looked at him, I said, how much have you made, motherfucker? How much money you make? I'm a reporter too. How much money you make? You know how much money I've made? None of your fucking business. None of your business. Let me go through your books. I mean, what a stupid fucking question. And as soon as I saw WCVB, it made sense because they are the TV station that employs Brian Albert. Brian Albert's attorney, Greg Henning. Greg Henning is the legal analyst for WCVB. They are the only media outlet that has not mentioned the names Albert or McCabe anywhere in their reporting. They're the same media outlet that employs still Katie Thompson Falconer, whose husband, Tyler, prior to the story about Canton, I exposed her husband, Tyler, his business called Falco Canine, for killing a bunch of dogs and mistreating dogs. And Katie Thompson Falconer, she helped cover it up. She intimidated witnesses. She tried to get poor Margie to take her shit down, right? And a bunch of other people tried to get them fired. Sounds familiar? For speaking out about what happened to the dogs. They still employ that pig. They still employ her. And by the way, I'm just going to tell you right now, Katie, I didn't want to talk about this before, but I know you're watching, and you can DM me if you want to see it. But your husband, Tyler, I know you guys film each other having sex on your kitchen counter, right? You know how I know that? Because I've seen the videos. Because one of Tyler's gumas, who he tried to impress, he sends them to her. And she sent them to me. I know all about the one, and this is very specific, where you're lying on your back on the counter, sticking your head over, upside down, with the big thing in your throat. Well, it ain't that big. It's top 40 percentile. I've seen, Katie, I've seen you doing it all. I've seen it all. But I'm not going to release them because I'm not a dick, but I have seen them all. So that's you. That's your husband. That's what you live with. That's who you're pregnant with. Just know that. That's your daddy. And if you want evidence, send me. I got no problem sending them to you. I'm not going to publish them, but you fucking dog killer. Anyway, so that was WCVB. And I feel, you know, like Christina Hager was there. Ted Daniel was there. Other reporters are there. I hope they get it. I hope they understand what a big threat this is, not only to me, but to them as well. Like, this is what happens when you act up, when you don't toe the line, when you talk about things that you're not supposed to talk about. When you report bad people doing bad things, they will use their power to try to destroy you. They ain't going to destroy me, though. It ain't going to happen. Inside court, the thing, I mean, they said some ridiculous. The most ridiculous thing I heard today was that the picture that was taken outside of 6 Wentworth that we traced the license plate on, or that I had the license plate sent to me about, that was the first time they met. That they just bonded in September of 2023. Remember, they didn't know each other. But now this is the official narrative that they're sending. Think of, like, Alan Jackson probably got a... oh, my God. He probably got so excited when he heard that. Oh, that's what you're going with now? Oh, interesting. Interesting. So, you know, a lot happened. I got to go listen to it. I'm just listening to this all. And I thought they'd have something on me. I thought they would, like, built a case. Oh, my God, it's weak. Like, they got up there, and they were, like, reading. They literally read off Chicken Parm Charlie's affidavit, which 2 weeks ago, in that same courthouse, the same courthouse, he applied for an HPO against me, which was denied in spectacular fashion. And we listened to the audio last night. He made the same arguments, except this time it was a prosecutor making those arguments. Those same arguments were not good enough to even get a hearing to have an order. But somehow they are good enough for felony charges. Felony charges. So down to 10%. In a minute or two, I'm going to get my keys, jump in the car, because I got a charger in there I can use. But in the meantime, my phone remains findable after power off. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's, then I went home, and obviously I can't call anyone or do anything. I can't get on the Clarence Woods Emerson account, which is like where I do a lot of business, quite frankly. So need to get on that. Need a lawyer. I am looking at a couple right now. The lawyer I really want to have for this is 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗃. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm calling her office tomorrow morning. She's my first choice. If not, well, I have other options in mind too. But I need, for this case, the best of the best. Like, I need people who are skilled, talented, and experienced in this. And especially like to go after corrupt cops. That's what I need. So, I'm going to, that, I don't know if, I'm not going to have any content anytime soon, so I apologize ahead of time for that. Not sure I'll be able to do Turtle Club tomorrow because don't have a computer. Can't even get on the website. But I'll be back soon. So also I'm going to be setting up a fundraiser for legal funds. So again, you can donate already if you'd like to on Cash App at $UncleTurtleboy. I won't get the notifications because I don't have my phone. Or you can donate with Turtle Chat, which is on the YouTube blogs, or there is a prompt on it. Whatever way you want to do it, you can do it. Because I'm going to need every penny I can get, because I'm going the most expensive route on this for the attorney. Like, we're going all out. We're not just going to be on the defense with this. We're going on the offense. We're exposing bad cops. These people will all have to testify against me. All 8 of these victims in this, witnesses, whatever you want to call them, they're going to have to testify against me. And also, I pointed out to the police, forgot this one, I said, so the rolling rally I'm in trouble for. And they list all the people I'm charged with. I go, well, you didn't say Brian Albert. He goes, he lives in Norwood. That's Dedham District Court. They're going to get you too. So I'm expecting to be charged with witness intimidation of Brian Albert as well. So I'm expecting more charges to come. I don't think they're done. And that's fine, because I love it. I love it. I love it. You don't scare me. You'll never scare me. You're thugs with guns and badges. You're a bunch of sheep that, you got your vaccine, right? So you're good. So you're a good cop now, because you're not like those bad guys that like medical freedom. You got jabbed, so you're one of the good ones now. That's what you're telling me. This is how stupid this is. Corrupt cops. As long as they get jabbed, they stay on the job. Okay, sure. But expect that to come too. Anyway, I'll take any questions you guys have. I'm going to move to the car. I just got to get my keys. Hold on one sec. Hold on. We still live? Hey, so I can't find my keys now, of course. Down to 7. So I'll do as many Q&As as I can here. I can't find my keys. I don't know what I did with them. I'm all over the place right now. But anyway, you guys have any questions? Fire away. I'll answer as many as I can before my phone dies. Go ahead. So again, thank you guys all. Thank you guys all for the support today. It meant a lot. I created a new Facebook account, just my real name, Aidan Carney. I posted it on the Justice page. I'm going to try to set it up where I can like be followed, and so I don't have to accept the 5 billion friend requests I'm getting right now. But okay. All right. Anyone have any questions? Go Aiden, you're amazing. This will go down in history. This is going to go down in history. I mean, they just added another chapter to the story. Anyone else have any questions? Anyone have any questions? I see a lot of bickering in the comments with trolls. Don't feed the trolls. Just, I'm here to talk to you. This is your chance to ask me any questions. Please do not flood the chat with bickering with trolls. Just ignore them, block them. They'll go away. How do I see these? Anyone have any questions? Do you think the charges will be dropped? I have no idea. Anyone else have any questions? We will be coming out tomorrow. Oh, thank you, 𝗲𝗡𝗂𝗍𝗓. I appreciate that. She says, we are with you the entire way. I appreciate that. Set up as a business page and you can get followed. True. But I also need like a person. I use the Turtleboy page I can still use, which is why I'm on it right now. Can you guys stop with the Kendra shit? Like, just fucking ignore her. Like, I've been busy all fucking day. A million people have messaged me, and now I'm asking for you to ask me questions, and I'm reading the chat, and all I see is like, hey, troll, whatever, your fucking husband's fat. Just shut the fuck up about them. You're annoying me, okay? If you have a question, just ask it. What do I need? I'm going to be, again, I'll start I need a plumber. Follow me on, whatchamacallit, the Aidan Carney account on Facebook. How long will they have your phone and computer? As long as they want. They've had Karen's car for 2 years. Thank you. We have your back. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do. I do feel very supported, and that's why I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I don't have Venmo. I have Cash App, $ _UncleTurtleboy. I'm banned from Venmo. Was the info protected? What info? Yeah, you guys keep asking about the computer. I already answered that. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Just message me. I can't read the comments above from a plum. I can't do it. So just message Aidan Carney, my new account on Facebook. Again, it's very hard to reach me right now. I think we should have like all change our profile pictures to something like that, like we support Turtleboy or free Turtleboy, something like that. If anyone in the Justice group wants to come up with something creative that we can all change our profile pictures to. The next court date is December 5th. Well, thank you, Tina. I appreciate that. Yeah, even if you don't like me, even if you don't like my politics, whatever, that's fine. But this is bigger than all of us, man. This is bigger than all of us. This is like, whom did they list specifically? The ones on this list are, and I'm not even, I want to talk to a lawyer before I, talk about anything, but the initials are MM, JM, CA, MP, EP, and JN. Those are the initials of the 8 people. Yeah, at least I was wearing my Free Karen Reed sweatshirt when they arrested me. And by the way, one of the court officers asked me, he goes, if I had told you to take off that sweatshirt, would you have? I said, no. He goes, okay, good. I go, why were they asking? He goes, they're pissed. Like, so apparently the Carl Dougals of the world were crying because I was wearing a Free Karen Reed sweatshirt. And you know what I had underneath it? A Free Karen Reed shirt. Should have had this shirt on. Will you be able to go to the next court date? Again, I'm going to deal with this with an attorney because I need to be able to go to court dates. I have a right to go to court dates. And according to this, I wouldn't be able to now, right? I have a right to go to Canton Board of Selectmen meetings. I have every right to do that. And now I can't because of this bullshit order. That needs to get fixed. And I need a real lawyer, not John Reynolds, who just kept talking about how he kept making self-deprecating jokes about how fat he was. I'm like, oh, you think this is funny? Yeah. Yeah, Howie was trying to get me on today, but again, he couldn't call me. So I'll go on with Howie tomorrow, if you'd like. I'll go on anything tomorrow. I'm going to go on Larry Foreman, the DUI attorney's stream tomorrow on YouTube. I'll do whatever. I mean, my inbox right now, I checked it today. I got a message from Caroline Leave It today. I got a message from the Libs of TikTok account, messaged me today. Like, everybody is in solidarity with what happened today. It's outrageous. Nick Rakita messaged me today. Like, a lot of people messaged me today. And because what they did doing this, they made themselves look so bad. They made themselves look so bad. So, anyone else have any other questions? Did you have on the sweatshirt when they got out to your house? Yeah, I did. Can you blog about them? I mean, I don't see why not, but I'm going to have to walk a fine line and, well, this stupid order's in place because you know they're just itching to lock me up, man. And if I do that, if they violate me on some bullshit, 90 days, no questions asked. Boom. 90 days in a can. I'll definitely go on Kirk's podcast. I'm going to call Kirk right after this. Karen's next court date? Oh. Thank you, Caitlin P. Appreciate that. My dad wants to know if you run for Congress. I would lose. I'm a member of the wrong party, so that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I wonder if Court TV is going to have me on now. They should. Of course, they can't. I can't text them because I was locked up. What do you need? Money. So I'm going to create an account. I'm going to try to create an account. I might just have to go buy a computer tomorrow. Fucking suck it up and buy a new computer. And do some blogging on there because I got to get back to work, man. That's how I communicate, is through the computer, through the internet. So, anyone else have any other questions? Let's blog about 𝗏𝗏 in the meantime, yeah. 𝗏𝗏. He's probably loving this. That's fine. Dateline is going to need extra episodes, seriously. You have so much support. Well, thank you, Samantha. That means the world to me. You have no idea. You have no idea how awesome hearing those horn honking sounds meant. I knew I wasn't alone. I knew I had thousands of people. When I saw the media there, I'm like, oh, everyone's going to be talking about this now. And I did read some of the comments afterwards. And it's just overwhelmingly in my favor. And because we're in the right. And we're going to win. We're going to win. They had a nice little... This is what counts as a victory for them today. A perp walk that's going to make me a shitload of money with t-shirts. And that's what we're going to do. I cannot fucking wait for the daddy mugshots. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't fucking wait. So. Alright guys. I'm going to end the stream now. But I want to thank you guys again for being there for me today. And it was supposed to be a day that defeated me mentally. But it really it made me stronger. And it's because of you all. You all did that. So, I love you all. Thank you for the support. And stay tuned because we're just getting started. Peace, Turtle Riders.